Following Sariputta. Episode 1. Who was Sariputta? What if I told you that someone reached full enlightenment just 2 weeks after becoming a monk? Not years in a cave, not decades of austerities. 2 weeks. That's the story of Sariputta, the Buddha's wisest disciple. And the tale is more mind-bending than it sounds. Because behind that speed run to liberation is a lesson about friendship, humility, and wisdom so sharp it could split a hair 7 ways. Sariputta didn't start off as a monk. He was born into a wealthy Brahmin family, with all the privilege and prestige that entailed. But here's the twist. He wasn't satisfied. Together with his childhood friend Kalita, who would later become the great Moggallāna, he ditched worldly life in search of truth. Picture 2 brilliant best friends, testing out spiritual teachers like sampling appetizers at a buffet. Nothing quite satisfied. Until one day, Sariputta saw a wandering monk, calm, collected, radiating something different. This was Assaji, one of the Buddha's earliest disciples. Now, here's the kicker. Sariputta didn't get a whole sermon, no long lecture. Just a single distilled line. Of those things that arise from a cause, the Tathagata has explained the cause, and also their cessation. That's it. And boom, like a lightning strike, Sariputta gained the Dharma eye. He realized dependent origination, the engine that keeps suffering alive. One verse, one spark, and his entire worldview turned inside out. Still not enlightenment yet, but the door was flung wide open. He and Moggallāna immediately sought out the Buddha. They asked for ordination, and here's where the story tilts from inspiring to jaw-dropping. Just 2 weeks in robes. 2 weeks. And Sariputta attained arahantship, complete liberation. How? He essentially walked through 9 experiments so thoroughly that by the end, all clinging had been shattered. Done. No more rebirth. The finish line, crossed before most even get started. But here's the subtlety. Despite his brilliance, Sariputta wasn't arrogant. He became known as the Buddha's right-hand disciple, not just for his own insight, but for his ability to teach others. The Buddha himself called him the general of the Dharma. He explained complex doctrines in plain terms, trained monks, and kept the Sangha steady. If the Buddha was the great doctor, Sariputta was the chief surgeon, carrying out the cures with unmatched precision. And yet, stories show him as humble, patient, and deeply human. He returned home to teach his mother, even though she wasn't exactly thrilled about her son becoming a wandering monk. He was never aloof, never holier than thou. His wisdom wasn't icy detachment, it was clarity paired with compassion. So why keep watching Sariputta's story? Because it's a reminder that wisdom isn't about piling up information or dazzling people with complexity. It's about piercing right to the heart of reality, and then using that clarity to help others. 2 weeks or 2 decades, the timeline isn't the point. The point is that wisdom, once seen, can transform everything. And Sariputta. He shows us just how luminous that wisdom can be, when it's lived, shared, and embodied to the fullest.